listening to the Danger Tapes podcast with your host, Devin Roberts.
You guys hear about the new the reboot of Freddy Krueger?
No.
I'm excited. They're trying.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, shit.
Well, hold on. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Danger Tapes. This is episode 206 from the new spot. Right now, we are still in the middle of decorating and shit, but we are live and recording.
Hungover.
Yeah. Heard you guys had a nice little pre-Labor Day party.
Oh yeah, we had a nice Labor Day weekend. It was good.
Yeah.
Chill. Just close friends.
Had some bomb ass
nice.
ribs.
Good food.
Nice.
Good company. That's all you need.
I liked how your dad popped in twice.
He just snuck off. He was having his own barbecue. Yeah. So he just snuck over for a couple.
Right when he came in, he's like, "Where's the shots at?" I was like, "Oh, shit, my bad."
Shit, was Gary there?
No,
The White Mamba?
Nope, the White Mamba didn't show up this time.
I was surprised that he was coming for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But it was all right though because there was no other parents there.
Yeah.
So it was. But actually, Michelle's mom.
Michelle's mom, yeah.
Michelle's mom was there.
It was cool.
So-
It was enough people because we only had so much food and stuff.
There was more people than I thought
Yeah.
actually showed up.
Because Daryl,
My
Daryl
neighbors came. They usually
Neighbors
don't
came.
come.
he was cool. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he's cool. He's real cool. He actually knows you.
Really?
Yeah, he does a podcast with his buddy. I guess you did a podcast with him before too.
What's his name?
I can't remember. His name is Fabian, but his buddy, I can't remember his buddy's name. He does some podcast show, and I think you did one with him.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know who you're talking about there.
Yeah. So he was
Mexican dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mexican. dude.
Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So
He's
he was
cool.
he was asking where you were at, and I said, he didn't come this time.
That's crazy. Small little world.
Small world, man, yeah. But that dude knows a lot of people, though. So it is a desert. So
I actually missed that one.
I know we missed you, man. It was kind of weird not having you around.
We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah, I was actually kind of bummed you weren't gonna be able to make it. So but
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got screwed this weekend. Just because of that holiday.
Yeah.
You either get it or you don't.
that status life, man.
There's sometimes I don't even have to ask for it, and I get it. But
Right.
a lot of times it's just
And you had no plans.
right.
The time you want to do something,
Yeah.
you can't get it off.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works.
But yeah, I missed you guys. I saw some of the videos. You guys had the ATVs out, right?
Oh yeah, we got
Yeah.
Sally on one. We got Daryl on one. They're out there putting around the backyard.
Have you ever ridden a quad?
A long time ago when I was little.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of remembered how to do it a little bit. Just got to get used to it again.
Yeah, he taught me when we went camping. Actually, I hadn't even talked about this on the podcast. We went to Pismo Beach, right?
Yep.
The dunes.
Yep.
And that was fun. It was a nice little camping
Yeah,
trip.
Dev got the hang of it pretty quick. It's pretty hard to get, even for someone who rides a lot, sand's a lot different,
Yeah.
so got out there and he handled it. It was pretty
Yeah.
good. He took off. I was a little worried he took off. Man, I was like, man, where'd he go? Because he went by himself. And I was like, man, I hope he's all right.
I didn't even think it was gone that long, though.
You were gone for about 30 minutes.
Really?
But,
It only seemed like 15 at most.
Yeah, but...
Because I went like all the way down the beach,
Mhm.
like where you first come in. It was like a quick little ride. It took like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'll just turn back. Because, there's really nothing for me to do around there. There's
Yeah.
a lot of traffic. So I just turned back. And I felt like I got back within like 10 minutes. But Karina was like, oh, like you were gone for so long.
Yeah,
and I was like,
because you went to the bathroom first. So you think about after the 10 minutes
Oh,
there,
okay, yeah.
so... I don't know. It's just we were like, man, I hope he's all right. 'Cause, you usually don't go by yourself too much, but we only had one big head helmet because I forgot to bring an extra helmet. So I had Michelle's helmet and I had my helmet, and my helmet could not fit me or Devin, or Michelle's helmet couldn't fit me or Devin, nowhere near, because she had a little baby kid size helmet. Devin tried to put it on.
it just went on the tip of my head.
We even took all the padding out and still couldn't put it on. So I was like, damn. So Devin had to go by yourself, man. So.
It was fun, though.
Yeah, it was
It
cool.
was cool. But I was a little scared because I know when my cousins, when he was 12, they had gotten quads. And he went up, I don't know, they probably went to the dunes too. And he went up and he completely fucked himself. He has this giant scar going from right here, all the way down to his wrist. And he had to get screws put in his arm and shit. And I remember he was all drugged up when we saw him. He got fucked up.
Yeah.
So I'd always been kind of scared to ride one
Yeah.
after that because there were always a lot of people said at least on a dirt bike, if you fall,
It's not gonna land on
it's
you.
not gonna land on you.
Yeah.
But you might break an arm or whatever. But he got fucked up.
I know that one time when Mitchell started going out on the side.
I know Mitchell's getting a little wild. I was like, oh man, yeah. But that's why like we normally never ride by yourself. At least if you're going by yourself, don't go crazy. Yeah. But the biggest thing I was worried about is like if something happened like to the bike, like because you didn't know that was your first time. Like if it was stalled out or something, like you'd have been like, man, what did I do to get it running? Right. So like that was the biggest thing I was worried about. I'm pretty sure you weren't gonna go crazy and get yourself hurt. But just in case something happened, maybe the gas wasn't on or something, and then you couldn't get it started back up, and you'd be like, damn, well, I'm stuck now. So
I did go over the dunes for like 2 minutes, and then because you go over that one big hill, and then it kind of drops you down. Well, I handled the drop okay, but getting back up, I was like, oh fuck, what's gonna be? Because like you go like almost straight back.
You got to get some speed.
Yeah,
you got to get some speed.
And I was like, shit. So I tried to hit it from the side. I went from the side. I went back over. I'm like, well, maybe I can go further out, but I didn't know like if it drops down anymore or what. But because it just goes,
there's just miles and miles on. Yeah, it's pretty. Scary. Next time we go, I'll have another helmet so we both can go at the same time. I'll take you a little further out there.
Yeah, we missed you too out there. That was
that'd have been cool. That
would have been impossible to go.
Yeah, with
that's how Mallory was.
Mallory, yeah. There's no.
Still, I mean, we missed you and shit.
Yeah,
I think I missed you guys.
Still different. It's still different when you take shots and
Yeah.
Used to get into excitement off of Sally.
Yeah.
Or, off of Ryan.
I love the weather too, man. It's like to me that's the perfect weather.
Yeah.
Like it was a little chilly at night, that last night, but like just during the day,
cold.
like the little overcast, like it was perfect. So,
dude, funny story. I was like maybe like 15, 16 years old, and my parents and a bunch of their friends, we went out to Parker, so go out to the lakes and stuff. And all the adults, they rented a bunch of jet skis. So like there was a bunch of kids. Everybody was out there. So we got to everyone's like taking turns, like taking some jet skis out and stuff. And to me, some of the other kids, we found like a sandbar, and then obviously what happened to the sandbars when it's like going crazy and stuff. So there's a bunch of boats parked everywhere, girls just dancing everywhere. So we found it and they came back and we told like the other older kids and stuff like, all right, let's go. So we took the Sea-Doos out there. Dude, we didn't even realize it. We were out there for like 3 hours.
Oh damn!
And then we come back in. We have all these beads around our necks and stuff. And you see our parents, like the faces are all pissed off. We're like, where the fuck were you guys at? Like, we look at our beads. We're like, nowhere.
Just right.
They were so pissed. It was funny though.
Where was this at?
Parker.
Parker.
It's like, I don't know. Was it like an hour from Laughlin? 30 minutes.
I don't know exactly the time.
You hit Parker first. I know that.
So it's like if you're going to Laughlin, you hit Parker first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been out to Laughlin. So.
Yeah, that was a long time ago when I went. Yeah, it was a good time. It was fun.
That's real cool.
The one thing that was cool about the trip too was that when we were coming back, I just decided I decided to stay another day, so I just called off. I called off and just stayed in Santa Maria. I kind of felt like I should have waited a little bit.
For what?
Like going to like Monterey or something.
Oh.
Or even like stopped in LA or wherever, Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara,
yeah. But I was just like, I don't know, let's find a cheap hotel and just stay there. Didn't come back.
Experience something new,
Yeah.
Because you won't forget it.
Because I always feel like whenever I come back from like a trip like that, I always get like, kind of depressed.
Yeah.
It's a feeling I hate. Like especially you're coming back,
going straight to work.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And I had work early that morning.
Yeah.
So I was like, no.
So I always tell myself the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna take an extra day. That when I get back, I can just relax. Cause like that last day, you're like, it's so hectic.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to get back, and you get back late. And I gotta go to work in the morning. Like that's a long day of work the next day. It's always nice to have one more extra day when you get back. So I don't know.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was cool out there. It was slow. Like it was almost like a slower San Bernardino. Because it was almost like there was really nothing to do.
I ain't comparing nothing to San Bernardino.
Shit. There was like nothing to do. I mean, there was a brewery. It was nice. Like don't get me wrong, but it was. It was slow. And we took an Uber there, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it's real nice out here. I actually used to live in Victorville, and I used to do the walls for the pools, that white stucco or whatever the hell it is." He's like, I used to do that shit, and I don't know, it was okay out there. I just got tired of it. I decided to move back here. And it was funny because we actually lied to him. I don't know why I never tell Uber drivers where I'm from. But he's like, oh, where are you guys from? I'm like, oh, I'm from L.A., like one of the little towns outside of L.A. He's like, oh, okay. Well, I lived in Victorville. I was like, oh, well, that is weird. And so there was the brewery was kind of cool, though.
I think we all do that, though. If you normally tell someone, oh, I'm from Victorville.
The
Well,
fuck
where
is
the hell
that?
is that? Yeah. So I just always say, like, oh, Ontario or Fontana or something. Like, oh, okay, I know where that's at. Or I'll say an hour out of L.A. or something like that, you know. Cause,
I love talking to Vegas taxi drivers or even Ubers. They have like the craziest upbringings and stories of like where they came from. Like, oh, so where'd you come from? The middle of the forest in Africa. What the hell are you talking
Dude,
about?
both you Uber drivers I had in Vegas last weekend, one was from Africa, from Ethiopia, and the other guy was from Russia. And I'm like,
Yeah, and then they always have some crazy story to tell you. And it's
yeah,
funny.
that guy came from like Kansas or Arkansas, like some little hick town to Vegas, and I was like, man, that's a big difference. He was like, hell yeah. I was eyes wide open when I came out here. He was like, it's not like where I was previously living at. So I was like,
It's different. It's
different,
fucking
way different.
big contrast.
Yep.
So I always wonder what brings fucking people from like Africa, or you always get
Right.
people from like the middle of like Asia, and
Yeah.
they're like come to Victorville. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Got you out to
why,
Victorville?
would, why would you do that? It's not much better.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see like if you went to like Diamond Bar or like, but why the
Even
fuck?
L.A. or somewhere a
Yeah.
big city like that, but coming from a whole other country to land in Victorville, like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
You must have had it bad.
I mean, I guess the only difference would be like there's nobody like fucking trying to shoot you, or
Yeah, right.
there's no AK-47s on the street, and
Yeah.
Just smaller ones out here.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but that shit's fucking crazy to me
It's crazy.
because I see a lot of people like at the store, and they're just like, oh yeah, I used to live in. Even some people that came from like big cities, like they're like, oh, I used to live in like London.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a cashier at Staters, I remember people have what the hell are those? What are those checks called? The
Traveler's check.
yeah, traveler checks. There you go. And then they tell you like real quick like where they're from. They're out here on vacation. I'm like, why are you in Victorville? You're from Europe and you're visiting Victorville.
But my theory is that some of them come for like work, because I know there's maybe like,
There ain't no jobs in Victorville.
but even like something like SpaceX. I know SpaceX is out here. Some aeronautics, something like.
No, I
Maybe.
mean, no, I know what you mean because I never knew about my job.
Yeah.
For when I worked at Staters, I didn't know shit about it. I didn't even know it existed.
What does
So,
your job look like? It's just like blank
This is
on the
a
outside.
big old. It's just a big. Just think of like a big warehouse.
Doesn't even say the name on the side or anything.
Yeah, it's pretty faded though, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you would
Yeah.
never know
Yeah.
something like that is out here. Probably a lot of people come for.
and then you go inside
Yeah.
of it, and it's just completely different. It's just like a whole world of tooling. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I didn't know shit about that.
But I'm sure they have that in other areas
Oh no,
too.
yeah. But you just don't know about it. A lot of
Right,
people don't
yeah.
know about it. Like when I tell people like, "Oh, I'm a CNC machinist," they look at me like, "Oh, okay." Or like a lot of people, like you can tell on their face they have this blank look, like, "Okay, I don't understand what you're talking about."
Yeah.
It's funny too when I tell people I'm a CNC machinist. They're like, "Oh, so you know how to make AKs?" I'm like, "Is it my beard that's on you?"
Because I know Boeing's out here too.
Yeah.
Boeing. I mean, they got the
They got a
airfield.
lot of
base
places
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of
Yeah.
big Air Force or big air companies out there at the base.
So some shit's out here. Have you watched Narcos yet?
I haven't. I'm gonna start watching it pretty soon. I haven't started watching it yet.
Yeah.
Excited.
Has it been pretty good?
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna.
Are you talking about season 2 or
Season two.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I haven't watched that at all. I gotta watch it.
it's
Yeah, you gotta watch
crazy.
it. Season 1 was pretty good, man.
So is season 2 over already, or because I remember I heard like they released it like on Netflix, like it just
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
It's on
Okay.
Netflix,
Oh, okay.
but Netflix releases the whole season at once. They
Yeah.
don't do
Oh,
season
really?
or episode by episode. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so you could even start at season 1, just watch it all the way through
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you could watch the whole season in a day if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But
What about Bates Motel? You guys ever
I
seen that
haven't
show?
watched- I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
watched
it.
I
that.
heard it's a really good show.
I
I
haven't
have
seen
not
it.
watched that.
I'm gonna start watching that next.
Yeah. Right now we're watching Stranger Things.
Oh, I started hearing about that.
I saw that
Is
too.
it-
A preview for that.
It's
It looks-
crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's on FX.
No, it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
What
It's
is
a
it
Netflix
about?
show.
Is it like aliens?
Yeah, not really aliens. Well, kind of. It's kind of about like a lot of different weird shit, but like they kind of took the feel of like I know you would kind of like it because they actually kind of took the feel of like the Goonies.
Oh, nice.
Like where they kind of have like that adventure that they're going on,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit more like serious. Like it's a little bit crazier. It's almost like The Goonies, like E.T., and if you liked all those movies, you probably really like it because it's really good. Really good characters, really good story.
Check it out.
It's weird.
Who's producing and directing it?
I don't know. It's just some dudes like I know they kept. I know with the story, they kept pitching the show to like different networks like Fox and like just different places, but nobody wanted it. And then Netflix was like, okay, we'll take it. They took a chance on it. It was everybody loves it. So
Fox
Check it
fucked
out.
up.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch Gotham?
My dad watches it.
That show's awesome.
My dad watches that.
That show's awesome.
It's
I
not bad.
seen one episode. It looked like it was a pretty good
It's
show.
pretty damn awesome, yeah.
My dad likes that show.
I was telling you guys earlier. I started about rebooting Freddy Krueger. I think it's gonna come out like 2017, early 2018.
What do you mean rebooting Freddy Krueger?
Redoing it.
But just the based on the original stories. Just
I don't know if rebooting means off the original, like going back to the first, but they're just gonna do another one. They're gonna redo it again.
I'm just getting tired of them.
So I know
I'm getting tired of
that, but I'm excited because they're. I don't know. It's like a lot of rumors going around right now about Kevin Bacon being Freddy Krueger. I can totally see him being Freddy Krueger.
He's kind of starting to look like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, right. Because
getting old.
He's a pretty good actor. I like him a lot. And I don't know if you guys ever seen that one movie, Hollow Man.
I saw Hollow Man.
Remember him? He was basically a bad guy in there.
Right.
So I mean, he did a great job at doing that.
Yeah. There's one movie he came out in, and I really wanted to see it. This was kind of like his comeback. He came out like maybe 8 years ago or something, and he was playing this dude that had cancer, and like he was like on a revenge path or something like that.
Oh, no, he didn't have cancer. It was a death sentence you're talking about.
Death sentence, yeah.
His what had happened was
What happened?
his family, his son was killed.
Okay.
His son like ran away one day in the beginning of the movie, and he went after him, found him at a gas station, talked to him, everything was fine, convinced his son to come back home. It was something like that. The kid was just doing something stupid. So the liquor store that they're in, or a little gas station, whatever it was, some guy comes in to rob him, and then the guy was just like an idiot, and he just starts shooting and stuff and kills the son. So then after that, that's when he started like his whole revenge trip, because the cops weren't really doing anything. Then they were trying to do stuff, and then I'm not trying to give too much away,
But he had a shaved head in that movie.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he had cancer.
Oh, yeah, because his and then later on, like something else happened, and then he ended up in a hospital, and he had to get his head shaved and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because like they did like surgery on him, whatever. But yeah, the movie was crazy. I think like Charlie Hunnam, I think that's how you pronounce his name, or
Oh, really?
I think him, or there's these two white guys that look like each other. Him and some other guy.
Yeah.
But one of them's in it too, and he's pretty good in that movie also.
Yeah.
That movie's badass.
There was a lot of movies that came out at that time that I feel like just kind of disappeared. Nobody heard about them.
Underrated, big time.
Yeah. I know, like, of course, like movies from like the 90s or even 80s, like those disappear, but like there are definitely a lot that just kind of went under the radar. Especially like once Netflix came out and like started streaming shit, like there's stuff like, because there's even stuff like right now I'm like showing Karina, I'm like, oh, have you never seen this movie? She's like, no, I've never heard of it. Like we went to that store in LA, Amoeba, and we bought like, I don't know, I probably spent like $60 on movies, because I mean they're like $5 each there, and there's just movies you would never even know that existed because they're not on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's good shit.
Yeah, that shit just disappears, man. You know,
especially because it's on DVD. Nobody buys DVDs anymore.
Yep.
No one buys.
I don't even buy CDs anymore.
I haven't bought a CD in I don't know how long.
I finally made that jump. I wasn't.
You were buying them for a long time. You were like, no, I'm gonna keep on supporting.
One thing I would continue buying is like records. I would buy records.
See, I still buy that.
Yeah. I don't buy them, but I would. If I would buy anything, I would buy records.
Right. I don't even buy music. Period. I just stream music. I don't have any kind of like purchases for music.
I feel like you ignore like a lot of shit though. Like,
I do. I don't know.
That's because he has a hobby.
Yeah, you already have your thing.
I kind of just like, because like it can be time consuming. Like trying to, like there's songs that I hear and like I'm like, oh man, never heard the song, and it's like some old song and everyone's like, that was like 3 months ago. You know, I'm like, I never even heard it.
Yeah.
But it's time consuming to like really get involved in like music, because like there's so much stuff coming out all the time.
Yep.
Like it's time consuming. You know?
Yeah.
So,
like gamers, I don't know how gamers get stuck in playing games all the time.
Same thing. Yeah.
Like I like to play games. I have a PS4. I have a few games, but
I can't play. Yeah. There's no way I had time to play.
The other day, I finally played my PS4, and I have Assassin's Creed, one of the newer ones. I think I played for like 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, cool, okay, I beat a level. I'm good.
Yeah.
That'll be like my once a month, 15 minits.
Yeah. See, I kind of hit that point with games because I bought a game not even the other day. I bought a game like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't even opened it. It's just sitting there.
Doesn't have any time. Yeah.
When I was a kid, like it would be the first thing I would go home. I would open it.
Open that shit right away.
Yeah.
I have not opened it at all, and it's like Doom. Like I really want to play that game. Like
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
I keep saying I'm gonna buy a PS4. I'm gonna buy a PS4.
You don't need a PS4.
I don't have time. Yeah, I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play
The
it.
only thing you would need a PS4 for, maybe, but you already have like something to watch Netflix on.
But
Is this
we
for
do
Netflix?
need an upgrade though, because it's slowing down big time. Like
Wait, what are you using?
we're using a Sony DVD player, and it's
Oh.
something going on with it. Like it's
Might as well buy a PS4.
it'll freeze. Yeah, it like not freeze, but like it like stops. Like
Right.
you can still hear the vocal, but the video stops. So we're like, man, what's going on? But I thought it was the internet. But I go on my phone, streams it no problem. Go on a laptop, streams it no
It's just
problem.
the Blu-ray
So
player.
it's just the Blu-ray player.
I think
Something's
maybe
going
you
on
should
with
just get like an Apple TV or a Fire Stick because it's only like $80,
it. Yeah.
and you would.
That TV is like nothing wrong with it. It's good size. I'm like, man, I don't want to.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because I thought about buying like smart TV for the the living
Right.
room. Like, man, TV is perfect. You know what I mean?
What do you have in your room? Do you have a TV?
A 32 a Sony.
So.
But
Well,
there's,
what you could do is your patio. You can put a TV out on your patio. That's what I'm gonna do.
I never thought about that.
I'm gonna put the
That's so big though. That TV's too big.
no,
dude.
that 32 inch that's in your room.
Yeah.
You can put that on the patio, and then put that one that's in the living room right now. Put that in your room.
But a 50 inch in the room.
Yeah, why not, man? I have a 32 inch in our room, but
Yeah.
the only reason why we had it was my extra TV from when I had my apartment,
Yeah.
and then so I finally hooked it up in our room. So once we buy a new TV for the living room, we're gonna put that one in our room, and then that TV in our bedroom right now, the 32 inch, either on the patio or in that extra room in the front.
See, I want a 32 just like for the garage or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, or the garage too.
Yeah. But
But see, I spend more time on the patio doing
True.
stuff out there.
we're talking about the same thing. I wanted to get some patio furniture.
Yeah, yeah. See,
all
it'll
that
be
stuff.
perfect.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be real nice.
That'd be cool because you actually get some good weather as a nice shade on the
Yeah.
patio.
Yeah.
I was telling them to put
The
a
patio's
fans,
huge,
some
yeah.
ceiling fans in back there,
Like yesterday, the weather was a little windy. You know, the desert gets a little windy,
but it was
but
nice.
the weather was pretty nice.
Maybe you should figure out how to like wheel it, like the TV out there because you don't want to keep it outside.
True.
It'll get all fucked up.
True.
But if you just keep it in the garage and then just put it on like something like that right there,
Yeah.
just wheel it out.
Because you can mount it up. I would mount it up in a corner, and then they have special covers for TVs.
Yeah.
For
Because they do have TVs that stay outside, like
It's true. True.
bars and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure out something.
So that doesn't solve like your Netflix problem.
It doesn't solve it. That's why I'm saying maybe I still need to buy a PS4.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's buy like a Fire Stick or something.
But the
Save
Fire
a lot
Stick
of
doesn't
money.
do Netflix though.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah, Fire Stick does everything.
Well, no, Fire Stick. You can just look up anything. You can look up Narcos. You can look up the Jungle Book, and it'll give you every single.
That's the jailbroken side of it.
Yeah. And it'll give you every single Jungle Book movie ever made,
Even
even
Disney's?
the bootleg ones,
Even
like
Disney's.
even Disney's.
Wow.
You-
Because Disney holds their shit is like
Yeah, you get everything on a
locked
Fire
down.
Stick. Yeah,
even if you put the new movie.
but I heard Netflix is supposed to get all the Disney movies though. That's what
I heard that too, and that's gonna be pretty big because you can't get them.
Can't get
Have you
them
tried to
anywhere.
buy like an old school Disney?
If you try to buy a Disney DVD, it's going to cost you like $45
Exactly, you're gonna spend big bucks on it because
on one DVD.
if you don't even find bootlegs from them, really, like I don't know, like
get that Fire Stick,
yeah.
I think you need a Fire Stick.
dude. You just go buy a Fire Stick from like Best Buy. They're like $25, $35. I forget how much. And Gary knows how to do them. Gary
does he?
figured out how to. This was like like studies and researches everything for Fire Stick. Like Viola's always like telling him, like, get out that damn Fire Stick. Always getting on himself.
Fire Dick. What?
Fire Stick. So this fool, like today, he was telling me he figured out how to do the newest
Update.
update. I forgot what it's called. A build. They call them builds.
Oh,
And it's the new one, the titanium one. And people are always advertising like on Facebook, like, "Oh, I'll do it for you for like $120, $100." But yeah, you just go buy one at $30 at Best Buy, and this fool knows how to do the whole setup. So
I guess like there's another guy that I actually know that does the Fire Sticks. He'll upgrade to you for free.
yeah,
If you buy it from him,
Yeah.
You've
So
never
I
had
keep
any,
saying I'm gonna buy one, but I still haven't bought one yet.
you've never had any problems with like the Fire Stick, like not. I mean, aside from like when we're trying to watch a
Dude,
fight or anything.
ran-
What's
Random-
going on with the fights?
random. Okay, I use
You
this.
might need to upgrade on yours, huh?
It's one of the newer ones. It's not the newest, but it's one of the newer ones. Okay, for example, that night when we were trying to watch a fight where I ended up just buying it,
Yeah, because we were
So
all
I
pissed
always
off.
use this one app. It was Sports 365. I always use that one. I give perfect everything all the time. So that night it wouldn't work, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Ah, I have to go search through all this shit now." And then the next weekend there was another fight on, and then I went on that same thing, and then it was
Worked fine.
It worked fine. I'm like, "What?"
It's
the
only
fuck?
like the big fights.
No, there was a big fight. It was a pay per view too. Like 3 weeks before that, it was a Robbie Lawler and Tyrone Woodley fight, and that was a big fight. And me and Mallory watched it. It was the best picture we've ever seen before. Like, it looked like 1080p. It was nice. It was nice. It was perfect. No hiccups, no freezing and pausing and stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's if you're right of what you're talking about. Like the server gets overloaded and stuff.
Right.
And I don't know what it is.
I think it could probably be a mix of things.
Yeah.
I think it could definitely be a mix of things. Could definitely, you never know with shit like that. I mean, there's sometimes DirecTV doesn't even work. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so I don't know. It's just a matter of doing the right rain dance and making it
Yeah.
work. I remember like back in the day when computers like barely worked. Like, you know, sometimes they would work and sometimes it just did fucked
Slow
up.
as hell.
Like I was thinking about it the other day. We had this compact computer that, like, you know, my dad probably spent like $1,000 on. Like today, it would probably be worth like $200.
Yeah.
You know, but like back then, like the CD
If
drive,
that.
yeah, the CD drive like stopped working. But the only way I could get it to work was if I jammed a letter opener into like the front lip of it and like propped it up. Then the CD drive would work. But like they just after that, like the computer just started fucking up. It just stopped working. We had to reboot it so many times.
Yeah.
See, that's what's nice
was a
about
headache.
old stuff. You can just hit it or jam something in it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
go.
Oh
was-
yeah, we
it was
figured out how
old.
you. Yeah, I seen the turtle.
Oh,
The what?
Uriah's little nightlight turtle. This fool, Mallory bought a freaking broken one. One of the lights didn't even work.
Uh-huh.
It does like different colors in the
So
settings.
caveman over here.
Well, no, it was something was messing up on it. So I'd always hit the top of the it's a stuffed animal, and then it's the shell of the stuffed animal was it's like a plastic case and stuff. So it has all the buttons. So I would hit it sometimes and it would work. Well, actually, every time I would hit it the right spot and then it would work. And then and one day the shell just cracked and I was like, oh shit! But then it worked ever since after that. So
Probably likes that. If you ever
Have you
like
seen
Toy
those-
Story, probably
That was
probably
happening
into
to
that.
me with my iPhone. I was getting really pissed off with my iPhone because there's certain website I would go to and it wouldn't load it. It was just like going slow and it was pissing me off. So finally, I updated it and everything works good now. So I usually don't update it, but that was a good update. Have you updated yours yet? To the newer
No.
software?
No,
It
I've
made
been
mine
putting
run a
it
lot
off.
smoother. But it's a lot of changes to it. It's a little different.
I can't wait for that iPhone 7.
No,
I'm-
he was saying wait till 8.
Why?
Or no, someone was
No,
telling me to
7
wait till the 8.
7 might be good. The only reason I don't have a lot of faith in it is because they took out the headphone jack.
I'm excited for that because then don't you just need a
You need Bluetooth headphones.
But wouldn't it? They normally give you headphones with it, right?
Right. They have like a little. It looks cool, but those whatever Apple makes, their headphones never fit in my ear.
But
So
Beats
those
though,
fucking
right?
things are gonna. Huh?
Don't they own Beats?
Yes.
So
Are they going to come with those
they're-
Bluetooth?
no.
I'm not saying they are, but don't they kind of like mix all their stuff together usually as far as like
Well,
technology? And
They
all that?
have. They're gonna come with like regular Apple earbuds, but they have a Bluetooth one that they made for themselves, and they look kind of cool. Like they're just real simple. They just go in your ear. You don't even see them. The only thing with that is like there's people like me with fucking weird ears that they don't fit. So they're gonna be
Fall
falling
out.
out. Yeah, even
Yeah.
the wired ones, they fall out all the time.
Yeah, the wired ones. I hate those ones.
I mean, I like headphones like this
Yeah.
that are wired. So I mean, it kind of leaves you out. You have to buy an adapter, I think.
So you have to buy an adapter if you have any other kind of Bluetooth headphones.
Right. Or even just regular headphones. But no, you could use like Beats Bluetooth headphones or any Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, so you can use any Bluetooth headphones.
Right. And I'm sure they're going to come out with like their own like
Oh,
update
yeah.
of like the
Oh,
Beats
yeah.
headphones, make them look sleeker or whatever.
Some kind of little app.
I'm happy with that then. Shoot.
Right.
'Cause I have a few.
The only other phone I'm
Bluetooth.
kind of looking at if I do like jump over to Android, which I'll probably stick with like my 7, my
Yeah.
6 or whatever it is for, another year or two until I actually need to update. But I'm looking at something like the OnePlus, which is an Android phone, or I'll probably do something like an HTC or something.
Have you seen the 7s got all recalled?
That's what it was. The
batteries.
Note 7s.
Yeah, the batteries
Did you see
exploding.
that?
The Galaxy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Blowing up and shit. Oh man, I would let it blow up right over me. Oh man, I get paid.
Yeah, it could blow your nuts off though, man. You never know.
I don't need them anymore.
You're
So.
already gonna get the second me.
Yeah. Dude, I thought some lady was gonna hit me the other day in the Vallarta parking lot. I'm being serious. I was walking. I just started walking across the street, and she was just going. And I was like, is she going to stop? I'm like, well, she ain't going that fast, so it's not going to hurt that bad. Like, I'm going to get paid right now.
That's what you think.
Yeah, then you're gonna be 50 years old. You know, it's
going
like, I
and
got
runs your
fucked
ass
up
over.
when I was 28.
But she wasn't stopping. And then finally she stopped, like, pretty close to me. And I was like, dang, what the fuck you doing? Yeah, I thought it was funny.
How many times have you thought about like just getting hurt for the sake of getting paid?
Every day of my life. At work, it's funny because like sometimes oil gets spilled on the floor. We work with a lot of different coolants.
Oh God!
And one time,
My neck and my back.
one time, I was walking by some oil because we have these air vents systems in our shop, and sometimes oil leaks out of them. So there's like little spots everywhere, and then like I'm turning around and I'm about to step, and I see a spot, and I like step to the side real quick, and I missed it. I'm like, oh, good, and I was like, oh man, there's my opportunity right there.
No, you're too slick, man. You can't
Yeah.
can't fight your own body.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't want to get hurt.
That's true. You gotta especially be careful now. Getting old, man.
Yeah, right. I'm already all beat up.
This is my this is technically like a birthday podcast for Abe, the podcast itself, which I started like 5 years ago, and then me, like I'm fucking 28 tomorrow.
28, big 28.
Nice.
Getting old, man.
Yep,
Getting old.
getting old.
Comes by quick, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Comes by real quick.
There's little things I do to try to fight it, like going places.
Can't fight it. You have
But
to
I actually,
just embrace it and enjoy it.
yeah, I actually feel better now than what I did when I was 21,
Right.
with the exception of like my leg,
Yeah.
which I fucked up. Like even today, I got off the treadmill and it was all fucked up. But yeah, like when I was 21, I felt like shit, like every day. Like I felt like I was gonna puke or something. Like I did not feel good, and it wasn't just me
We're-
being hungover. Like
We're
it was
drinking
just,
too much.
well, I don't know. Like it was weird because it just felt like even when I wasn't drinking, I didn't feel like healthy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like now I actually feel like healthier, I guess.
Now I feel the opposite. No, I feel good. I feel good now. But when I drink, I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't
I
drink
didn't-
like I used to.
I didn't. I don't feel like we drank too much last night. We had we had a few drinks, but not as
Dude,
much
we-
as when you're around
but,
Devin.
But seriously, we killed a bottle and a half, like with
We-
2 people. That's a lot.
Okay,
I mean, because how many more drinks did we make? Like, you made one for.
well, because I made one for Daryl.
Okay.
I made me and you. I didn't make any for your buddy. He didn't want any. Somebody else had one. Didn't
Mitchell
somebody?
had. Did Mitchell have one?
No, he pussied out.
So you made one other, maybe 2 other drinks out of a bottle and a half. Like, dude, that's a lot of alcohol.
Michelle had a sip of yours.
Oh, that we had a couple of shots. I remember those.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah. A
shots
couple shots. Couple shots.
That we
Well, that
shared.
doesn't make things better, but
But that's a lot of alcohol
Yeah.
to drink. You know, at least we drank at least a whole bottle. Like
Yeah.
2 people. Like,
we did drink a lot, but I don't know.
But
That's
see,
fine.
Usually we go crazy with shots. Yesterday
we're just making drinks.
you didn't have any shots, huh?
I didn't have. Well, I had
Oh,
one.
You
I
had the one fireball. You had one fireball. I had one fireball, and then Tony, your dad, came, and I think I had like 3.
I think
with
you had
him.
2 apples.
Oh, 2 apples. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 3 altogether then.
So we didn't go
So
crazy.
you didn't go crazy.
Yeah.
Because like I was drinking water too. I was drinking water here and there, not too much. Had a couple water bottles. So normally I'd never drink water when
Yeah.
drinking at your place or drinking.
I took a aspirin before I went to sleep.
Uh,
Drank some water.
felt
I
good.
felt great when I
Yeah.
woke up.
That's the trick.
I'm just like tired out of it.
Yeah, that's the trick. See,
Yeah.
I realized myself that I have to like stick to one thing. That's why I don't do the mixed drinks anymore. I mean, I've
At
been
all,
drinking.
you just don't want to drink.
Well, I can only do that if I
Or
do
beer.
or beer.
Okay,
I can't
I
do
see what you mean.
both because I know a lot of times I'm like, well, I'll drink a beer, I'll drink this, I'll drink that. No, I gotta just drink.
yeah.
See, that doesn't
One.
bother me. I could just
It
drink
bothers
whatever.
me. It bothers me. I don't like to do that. Also, like we had one beer, but I just kind of wanted to have a beer.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm definitely feeling it now. Even my body's all beat up.
That's the way I was. You know, like when I was in Vegas, I was like, I can only party for one night. 'Cause I can't do 2 nights in a row.
Oh, when I'm in Vegas though, I just want to
Nah, I
fucking
can't
go
do.
crazy.
I don't care where I'm at. I can't.
I
do
love
2
going to
nights in a
Vegas.
row.
Just Vegas is perfect because I just like getting fucked up the whole time. I could wake up and start drinking already.
Nah, I can't do it.
But see, like, yeah, I think with something like that, like, it's a little easier for me to like keep going because you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
Well,
start
if I
sitting
felt
down,
like I did today, like, because I didn't get crazy.
Right.
But see, that's my problem in Vegas. I just want to just drink
Yeah, I
and
do
get
get
crazy.
crazy.
So
I like
today
that
I would
crazy.
probably been feeling like crap, you know. So, but
we didn't do too bad when we went camping.
No, we did really good. I mean, we drank both nights, but we didn't get like.
But we didn't kill the bottles though.
Yeah.
We probably would have killed the bottle if you were there.
What am I, the alcoholic or what?
No, it's just I don't know. Sometimes the equation just
The feeling.
Yeah. I don't know because we were just chilling.
Yeah, no,
So-
I know.
Fire.
Mallory wants to drink so bad.
Does she?
Every time I have a beer, she's like looking at it. She's like, "What kind is that?" Ask me all these questions. I'm like, "Do you want a beer?" She's like, "I do."
Her birthday's coming up.
She's always like, "They say you can have one beer a week while pregnant." I'm like, "You are not drinking with my son."
She have a glass of wine.
Yeah, she said one glass of wine, but that's it.
That's a
I
whole.
would miss
nother-
drinking too.
What's that?
I would miss drinking too.
You know, she loves beer. She likes trying different beers. And then I bought that Oktoberfest at Sam Adams. I love it, dude.
That's
I
good.
love it.
I had it on tap
Have you-
at Applebee's the other day. I think it was.
Have you had that?
I think I had it a long time ago.
Dude, it's bomb. I've actually never been a huge fan of Sam Adams until recently. Like when we have something at our places, people, everyone usually brings a case of beer and stuff. And lately, I've been having like random beers being brought over. I'm like, I guess I'll try it. And been trying a lot of Sam Adams and pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, they're not bad.
But yeah,
taste to 'em.
she's like keeps seeing all these different ones, and she wants to try this, try that. I'm like, not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll get there. She doesn't have too much longer to go.
Yeah.
So
I gotta do this vasectomy soon too. I keep thinking about that.
Just
I'm like,
handle it.
I can't have
just
another one.
handle it, man.
I know. I'm not afraid to do it or anything. I keep forgetting because I have to make a doctor's appointment and do all that, take care of it that way.
Will
And
insurance pay for it?
I don't know. See, I don't know about that. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they have to because the guy, two people at my work, they've done it.
Oh, okay.
So they have to. I just keep forgetting. The last couple times I've done my doctor's appointments, I went there for my bags. My bag's all fucked up now. And
we have like a going away party for your balls when you do it.
Yeah.
You know,
nice. I'll let you guys know then.
last day you gotta ejaculate one last time.
Stuff still comes out, all right? I'm not shooting blanks.
No, yeah, you're right.
I didn't know shit still came out though.
Yeah.
It's like two veins, I guess if you want to call it, and then there's one where like all like the stuff that actually creates
fluid.
the baby, and then like it meets in with the little sperm cells, and then they meet in that the 215 and the 15 pathway, and they continue.
on fire
and
right
they continue
What
on.
if your cum is just brown after you get a vasectomy? That's something they don't even tell you.
That would be gross. I think there would be something wrong.
Like everything's just dead.
I actually asked my dad. He told me the same thing.
What?
He was like, "Nah, stuff still comes out." I was like, "Oh, okay."
My dad, I remember the day he did it, and then he came home and he was talking with a squeaky voice. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you all right? And then he was fucking with us the whole time.
That was pretty good.
Are you gonna take like a week off?
No, I'm going to go in on a Friday after work, and then just relax on the weekend, and then go back to work Monday.
I would have taken.
Huh?
I would have taken like a Wednesday off.
Because
Thursday.
You actually can go to work. I think the next day.
my dad went to work. He
Yeah.
went and got it done and went back to work.
Yeah, I think you can go at least like the next day. I know you
Gary,
can go
he
to
said he did the same thing. Mallory's dad, he went right back to work. You got to ice your balls. That's what I keep hearing.
work. Oh, that would probably be the worst. Icing your balls. Ugh.
I feel like, sometimes you put the laptop on your balls and it feels kind of
I
good.
can't do it.
You don't like
You know
it?
what? In my head, I'm always thinking like, "Damn,
Something's gonna happen.
I'm gonna get cancer in my balls or something like." So I always move it off my lap.
Is that like a proven fact that can actually happen?
Yeah, there's a
Or-
radiation. Okay,
radiation,
sperm.
okay.
Yeah,
Even your cell phone.
Oh, it can kill the sperm.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it-
would you actually get like physical problems?
Being
What-
around radiation is not good for you.
Well,
Right.
I don't think it's the
But certain
radiation so
levels,
much because everything has radiation. These lights have radiation.
Right.
Your phone has radiation. But I think what it is that the reason your balls hang anyways is because the sperm is like trying to keep cool, and
The heat,
when it gets
the
cold,
heat,
that's why
yeah.
they go up. So, your balls are sitting right there. You put heat on them, it probably just kills them
Yeah.
right there because it's already too much heat.
Because it can't be over your body temperature.
Right.
If it goes over your body temperature, then they're dying.
Right.
So
It's a very educational podcast.
Yeah. I found out that breastfeeding is a natural, the hell is it called? Birth control.
Really?
I never knew that. Don't ask me how. Mallory was
Wait,
telling
what do
me
you
about it. Breastfeeding?
No,
Yeah. No,
I understand the concept,
Well, it's a natural birth control
but like,
For
what does
who?
it do though?
for the woman. I don't know. She was telling me about it. The only reason why she knows is because she was talking to the doctor about it last time with Uriah. she was telling her she wasn't really producing too much milk, blah blah blah. And then she was like, she told her to keep trying, and she explained her how it's a natural birth control. Because she was asking questions and all that and stuff, like if we're intercourse, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, well, if you can't breastfeed, because she wasn't producing, so if you can't breastfeed, then you can be on birth control then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why. Don't ask me why I was thinking about this. I don't have any kids or anything. But I was thinking, like, when a child is born, it's crazy to think they can just automatically know how to suck on a tit. Because they're not doing that when they're in the womb.
Yeah.
So when they come out, they just automatically know, okay, I'm going to suck on this titty and I'm going to get fed. Like, isn't that pretty crazy?
That's
like,
weird.
to think, like, they just know. That's nuts to me. Like, I don't know why I was thinking about that. I was like, man.
You know what I think it is when they're in an amniotic sac? They're sucking. They're constantly doing that motion in a way, not completely as if it was an actual nipple. So that's how they're eating.
They just come out.
So
sucking.
they come out and then they feel something get in on their mouth and they just naturally just want to do the thing. And that's how they eat.
That's crazy.
Have you ever seen like those toy babies? They do the same thing.
Yeah.
You put a battery in them and they just suck on whatever they put.
Dude, they're made out of like.
Oh, man, I see too many pedophiles with those baby dolls, man. Give you something to suck on, baby.
They're Barry Manilow boys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's still crazy to think you have 2 kids.
I know, right?
Well, 1 right now, but 2
One on
within
the
like
way.
2 weeks.
Yep. I'm done.
Excited?
I
Tired?
am. I'm always tired, man. I never sleep.
I wish John was here right now. He's always late, but fucking, like there's like a distinct difference between like the way you're handling kids and the way John's handling
John
kids.
just kind of is like, fuck it. Like, he just seems like he's so relaxed all the time. Like, he just like, man, she got it. Like,
Yeah.
he just seems like he handles it different. Yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know. Steven's always all stressed out, and John just like all relaxed.
I'm not always stressed out. I'm not stressed out.
Not stressed, but you're just like, man.
I'm always having to keep my eye on Uriah because you know how he is. He's fucking
He's
crazy.
ample.
So I'm always just like aware all the time. Always just watching out, seeing what he's doing. So
My brother said that Uriah is going to be like the artist, and Thaddeus is going to be the athlete.
the athlete. I think Uriah's gonna be an athlete.
Really?
This kid is built solid. He's got these calves. He's got these thighs, and he does pull-ups. Gary has him do
Gary. I was gonna say it has to be Gary.
Gary
That sounds like Gary.
has him do pull-ups in the backyard because he has one of those speed bag setups in his backyard, but there's no bag there.
Right.
So it's obviously it's a metal ring and it has a whole contraption and stuff. So he puts him up there and has him do pull-ups. He has him do a couple every time he goes over there.
Gary seems like the older brother just has like the little brother doing like all kinds of crazy
Weird
shit.
shit.
Yeah, it's like, hey, go over here and see how far you can pull this tire.
Dude, he tells me some stories. He's done some crazy ass shit when he was like 5 years old. He took off in a truck one time. I'm like, how old were you?
What do you mean? Took off in a truck?
In a truck.
Like
driving it. I was like, how old were you? He was like, like 5. I was like 5 years old. I was like, how the hell did you reach your pedal? He's like, I had my brother push the gas. He was like, I was telling him how to do it, and then I was driving it. I was like, you were fucking crazy,
Remember
man.
that video, that little black kid that
Yes.
took his grandma's car for a joyride and the cops chased him?
Yeah.
And what did he say? I forgot what he
was
said
like-
when he got out.
He was all, I just want to have some fun.
No, he goes, I
I want
want
to do some hood things.
I
Oh,
want to
hood
do some
thing.
hood rat things with my
Hood rat.
friends.
I was like, this motherfucker.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, I was dying.
That was a badass.
That was a badass kid.
That was
man.
definition of a baby's kid right there.
And like you wanted to laugh, but you're like, man, this is pretty sad. Like this little kid is fucking bad.
Didn't they give him a redemption on Tosh.0? Someone told me they gave him a redemption.
I don't know. I don't watch Tosh.
Oh, okay. Someone told me they gave him a redemption. They gave him like, I don't know, a Corvette or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, not they gave him one, but they let him drive one around and shit.
That's crazy.
So contributing,
What was probably the worst thing you did, like, as a kid?
man.
I don't even want to say it on the radio.
You start.
All right, I'll start. All right. All right, I did a lot of bad things, too. Like, I was a fucking bad kid.
What? You
sometimes,
seem
too.
like the good kid.
Yeah, right.
No, I did shit that probably things, and I tried to hide it. So, like, there were things that I would get caught for, but there were things, like, I would just never talk about ever again. Like, I know one time that I was at school, There was this kid nobody liked. He was a weird kid. It was like nobody fucking liked him. And it was that one situation where it was like he would go to lunchroom, and he would come with his lunch. Nobody would let him sit there and shit. And everybody thought like, oh, like this kid's so weird. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid? I was in first grade, so I see him out in the field. He was walking around, and he didn't see me, and so I run and I like jump on his back. And like I tackle him to the floor, and like he's on the floor like crying, like, and then so I was like, oh fuck, and so like I saw like the proctors like coming my way, but they didn't know what happened. He didn't even know what the fuck happened, and so he's looking around like they're asking him like, what happened, and like nobody was. I thought I'm like, oh, I'm gonna definitely get in trouble, but nobody was asking me like, what'd you do? Like, did you hit him? Nobody even knew. Like, and I just walked away, and like I left, and nobody knew. I never got caught for that.
I once stole the neighbor's turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my brother, we did some stupid shit. The neighbor had a big ass, one of those big old tortoise, and then it made a bunch of like holes in our backyard, so we knew where it would be at sometimes. And we went and grabbed it, put it in our backyard, played with it for a while. And then they asked us like, "Hey, our turtle's missing. Like, have you guys seen it?" We're like, "Nope, sure haven't." We put it back a little bit later.
Oh, they knew. They definitely knew.
Yeah, they knew. That was one of them. Me and my brother Gabriel was like the little ringleader. He used to always do some stupid shit and have me do stuff with him, but missed a fire.
They caught that guy for that fire down there. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we do like get a pile of like leaves, like a little pile, and then light it on fire.
Yeah.
Some stupid shit. Play with fireworks.
So sick of fires. So sick of them.
Yeah, right.
That dude looked like an arsonist, though. Did you see the picture?
Yeah,
He looked like a
I
fucking
didn't see
arsonist.
that picture.
He looks just like some old, like middle-aged dude.
Dude, right now, I don't know if which way you guys came, but I got here first. So
You weren't
I had
even,
to go.
You weren't even here.
I went to the store because I was waiting on you guys. And in front of the A&PM over there's this dude that looks just like what's the old guy from Mortal Kombat?
Raiden.
He looked exactly like Raiden. He was over here in front of the store doing Pilates. Like, he looked like fucking Raiden. I was like, damn. Like, he probably thought he was like Jesus or something. Like, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, this guy probably was like a regular bum. And he started going gray because like his shit was all white. He had a long white beard and long white hair. And like once he started growing this, he's probably just started going mental. Like, man, I think I'm the next Messiah, and started just like wilding out because he was tripping out, doing Pilates in the middle of the damn town. Like, but this dude was some freaky looking guy. He looked exactly like Raiden. You should check him out on your way home.
Okay. There was this one guy at the store. And you know how like you're just trying to waste time, so like, and then a customer will stop you, and you're like, "Fuck, I'll just talk to him. I'm trying to waste time."
Yeah.
So he comes up to me. I didn't know he was trying to talk to me though. He comes up to me, he goes, "Can you tell me where the sweet onions are?" So I go, "Okay, I'll show him where the sweet onions were." And then he starts talking to me about like he's like, "Oh, you really got to do like what makes you happy in this life and stuff like that." So I was like, "Okay, like."
Sometimes you really think about the stuff they say though. The crazy.
And so, but that's how he started. And then he just started going like, and then like he was like, "Oh, the things in the universe aren't so random." And then, God, I wish I remembered exactly what he said. But he's like, "Yeah, the things in this universe aren't so random. Everything kind of works out perfectly. Whatever you believe in, like, is your own personal thing." And I was like, okay, I was kind of listening to him. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. So he's going on 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm like, it was already time for me to go to lunch. I'm like, dude, like, I'm trying to get out of here. And he's like, and then he kept going though. Like, he's trying to back away. Kept going. He's like, and he's like, Judas wasn't really such a bad guy. Everybody thinks Judas was a bad guy for telling on Jesus. He's like, that was all part of the plan for Jesus and everything. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I could kind of see the point. And he's like, it was all part of the plan. Like, if Jesus really, really, really like wanted him to tell on him, because that was God's plan and everything. And I'm like, but he wasn't like, he was just some like Indian dude. Like, he was like real thin. He came in and I'm like, oh, I got to get back to work. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I'm at work right now. And he's like, why? Like, why do you got to go to work? And I'm like, I'm here, like, at work. Like, I actually just came here to show you exactly where this was at. And he's like, okay. And then he kept talking. I'm like, no, dude, I really got to go. And he's like, okay. And
sounded like he was fucking with you.
Yeah. He probably was. It's
Those
weird.
are always the fun times. You're just sitting there, just fucking with some weird person. I don't know. You always have some weird stories sometimes coming out of those. I used to do that all the time. Just waste time, pretty much.
Yeah.
What can they say? Like, oh, I'm helping a customer. you
Yeah,
know?
there's a lot of times that's all I'll do. I'll talk to Gary sometimes
Yeah.
because he'll go into my store now, so I'll just talk to him for like 5-10 minutes. He'll tell me about his bell peppers that he was growing,
Oh yeah.
his squash.
Shua has a lot of stuff. If you want. He grew this melon. I don't know if he told you about it. He grew this big ass green melon. Don't know what it is, and he gave it to us. Mallory said that.
He was telling me about the melon too. We didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
Was it good?
We haven't ate it yet because it still hasn't riped yet. So we're gonna leave it for like a week, and it should be ready pretty soon. But
That's one thing when you grow your own stuff. Like it takes
Sometimes.
a long time to fucking.
Yeah. and I guess because he grew a bunch of cantaloupe and another type of melon I forgot, and then there's that one just this weird, it's like a darkish green looking color. It looks normal. It doesn't look like I wouldn't touch that, but he just doesn't know what it is.
Some mutant.
Yeah.
So, I think one of his other daughters said that the oldest ate it, and she said it was good. So, curious.
I always wanted to start my own thing and start growing some fruit.
Gardening.
Dude,
Yeah.
his shit is legit. He has a big, squared off section. He has bell peppers, jalapenos.
Takes
He
a lot
has-
of work though.
Yeah, it does.
It is a lot of work.
He set up a whole water system with all these lines that kind of go around each plant and stuff, and he gives it just enough water so it's good.
That's like something to do, though. I mean, he's
Yeah.
retired,
Yeah.
Like, you got to find something to do. Like, I see that all the time in my job because I work with a lot of older guys, and, it's sad, the guys that stay for a long time, they usually end up living longer because, the guys who retire, it seems like a couple years, they end up dying.
Yeah.
They don't have a purpose anymore. You got to find something to do to keep you, keep you going, keep you wanting to wake up every day and do
Yeah.
something, There's a couple guys that are, it's they retire and they have nothing to do. They're so used to going to work every day. They just freaking give up on life, kind of, it's weird.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So my
surprised.
dad went back to Costco.
Yeah.
He went to go work at
Just
Costco.
get bored, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said the dogs could only show me so much attention.
Yeah.
Well, he watched I don't know how many fucking shows on Netflix. He burned through at least 8 different shows, all the seasons.
See, that's crazy. You just sit there and watch TV all day. That can't be good,
And I think he was kind of waiting for something to come by. I knew he wasn't going to do that forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to do Uber either, but I mean, I think he just did it just to get him out of the house for the meantime. But he was like, yeah, he didn't even tell me. I just knew. And but I even told him yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go do something because you sitting around here moping around the house, it's not working. You got to do something. So he was he went to go work. He did Uber for a little bit. He kind of liked it. It just he was too much wear and tear on the car.
Yeah.
And a lot of people end up leaving Uber because I don't think they do insurance, health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't give a shit. He already had his own thing. And so then he got hooked up at Costco, and they love him there. He shows up every day, 5 a.m., goes and handles his business. He's off by 1, comes home, and that's it.
What's he doing at Costco?
He's stocking, I think.
Oh, he's
okay.
stocking now?
Yeah.
Nice.
So he really wanted to go to the bakery, I think, but he didn't.
Bakery.
They didn't want to send him back there. I guess the only way he could go to the bakery, he said they sent some dude that he had a tattoo, and he didn't tell him that he had a tattoo. So it was in a spot where he couldn't cover it up, so they just sent him to the back, just to work in the bakery.
That's weird too, because how did you get hooked up? It's
Just
kinda hard
apply. He
sometimes,
just applied
really.
every month.
That's crazy. Sometimes it's hard to get in there, So that's good though. Get out the house and just do something,
Yeah.
More money.
It's worked out.
Yeah.
I think after the wedding, I'm going to let Mallory quit Staters and go apply at Costco.
That'd be cool.
Well, not quit first. Apply first.
Well, no, actually, probably she'll probably start applying,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll be able to quit.
I was really surprised when Mallory didn't go for that assistant.
Well, she tried it before, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll take a class, do
Yeah.
this, do that," and she's like, "What the fuck?" So you hiring all these fucking crackheads as assistant managers? And then so she was doing little things in there, and then she got pregnant the first time, so she put that on hold. And then she kept telling me, I still want to. You guys are hiring all these other people. She's like, "Fuck, I've been waiting forever." And then after a certain point, she just is like, fuck it, I don't even want to do that anymore. It's not my goal. It's not what I want.
Yeah.
She sees how, I mean, you look at people like certain people, and they just like, they hate their lives.
Yeah.
I see like her assistant manager, she fucking, every time I see her, she looks like she's this close to jumping off a cliff.
Yeah.
You know what I saw the other day? I saw, God, now I can't even think of his name. Mark Bevan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was, I probably shouldn't have said his name, but I'll bleep that part out. But he was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? And it's funny because every time I see somebody that I've known, that I used to know, and I would always tell him, like, oh, I'm going to school. I always have to tell him now, I'm like, oh, I graduated. Like, don't worry, I'm not going to get stuck here.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was like the first thing I told him. He's like, oh, that's good. You know, my wife graduated too. She got a job as a teacher. But he's like, yeah, I hate this place. Like, I mean, it bought me everything I have, but they do not treat you well here.
No.
At all.
No.
Yeah, he was cool. Mark was cool.
Yeah,
I
he
liked
was
him a
cool.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's CHP.
I was thinking too. I was like, I think we were talking about last night. I don't know what my dream job is. I don't even know what I would want to do. Like, I never could figure that one out. I still can't.
I'd want to be in law enforcement.
You think really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what my dream job would be.
Do you like what you're doing though?
Not really. Like, it's a skill set that I have, so it comes easier. But it's not something I actually enjoy. But I don't know what my dream job would be. I don't know. I could never figure that one out. Like, going through high school, they always tell you, like, oh, figure out what you want to do and then work towards that. Like, I don't even know what I would want to do, you know? So, I don't know. I just do what I got to do just to.
But you got a pretty good,
pay
like,
bills.
you got it hooked up pretty good. Like, you were off, at a
Yeah,
certain
I mean,
time.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for what I have, but it's like some people love their job, and
So that's what I want. I want somewhere I can love my job.
but I don't know
But-
if that's possible.
Yeah, see, I don't know if it's possible because at the same time is what I do now, I don't love it at all. But I love my schedule, and I
Right,
love how
yeah.
I get to be at home with my
Yeah.
family all the time. I
Now,
go to
see,
work.
like you said, you want to do law enforcement. Your schedule
It would be
wouldn't
fucked
no
up, yeah.
exactly.
See, and that's what I keep thinking about. I almost want to say I love my job just because I get to be home with my family.
Right, and that's important
And
thing. That's
yeah.
an important thing.
I make good money. Mallory makes good money, and we make great money
Right.
together. So
that's always something you got to think about. Like, oh yeah, it's not really what I want to do, but it allows you to spend time with your family, still pay all your bills comfortably. You know what I mean? Like,
and still do whatever we want.
exactly. Right. So like,
Not right now because I'm having another child, but
well, I don't know, that's what I was thinking. You have to think about like the whole package, not just the work,
exactly.
but what comes along with it. So
Sometimes people get hooked up with jobs that they didn't even know that was their dream job. They're just like, oh, I love it.
yeah.
What did your sister want to do? Like when she was a kid, like did she want to do what she does now, or
Travel the world like what she's doing right now.
I don't know. I really don't know if her job or she always wanted to be a psychologist, or she liked school. So like I always thought she was going to be like a teacher or something like that because she liked going and reading books and just learning things like that. So I knew it was something educational she was going to do. I thought, well, she still could, but I don't know. I knew she was going to do something, go to college and do things like that because she just would go home and read a book for fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like me, I was like, I don't want to read no damn book.
Right.
I want to go outside and play. So she would just be in her room all the time, just like reading books and writing and stuff like that. But she freaking like I remember one time in I think it was high school. She wrote a story for her class, and the teacher like originally was going to give her a bad grade because he thought she copied it. Like that's how good
Yeah.
the imagination was that she had, and like he was like he had to actually like I guess like investigate and just see like if this really was her writing, and like she's like yeah like I wrote this story like I didn't copy this from nowhere and like eventually she got her A or whatever, but like this is a crazy thing about like a teacher didn't think that she was good enough to write this paper
right?
but that's just the way she always was so she's crazy. She's different from everybody else. Like right now I'm worried about it right now. She's in Thailand.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm like man like she's a grown woman, but you've seen my sister. She's a little
tiny.
like
I mean,
and the thing about
the
her
dudes out there are pretty tiny too, though.
yeah,
But
but
they're
they're still
fucking-
crazy. There's
I know,
some
they're
crazy
crazy.
people everywhere. Like I wouldn't even want her down in L.A. by herself. You know, like.
But I heard the people in Thailand are very like they'll leave you alone.
Mhm.
But like, let's say you, I don't know, you do something like douchey to somebody, and you don't say sorry for it, then they'll like come and try to fuck you up.
Big offense to that.
Yeah, like if you, I don't know, knock over somebody's drink and like don't fucking say like, oh, I'm so sorry, like let me buy you another one,
Right.
whatever. Then they'll fucking go like
I'm
try
just-
to fuck you up.
I'm not worried about her getting into it. So I'm worried like her going to a bar and somebody's slipping something in her drink, and you know what I mean, like
Right.
just she doesn't know the language and just she's there with one other girl. I'm just like, man, like I'm just worried about her. Like,
See, that's all she went with.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm like, it's crazy. Like
I think she'll
don't
be
know.
all right. She'll be.
Yeah, she'll be alright, but I'm just like, that's my little sister, you know. Like it's a pretty crazy thing. She's so far away. If something happened to her, what could I do? I couldn't do anything, you know. Like
Because I think with your sister is, I mean, she's obviously traveled before, so she's definitely going to be that type of person that tries to figure out how to get around and shit.
Yeah.
I think if anybody else were to go like, a lot of people want to travel, but they don't know anything. You know, they
Right,
don't
yeah.
research. You know, oh, I need to go here if I get in trouble or whatever.
right, yeah.
They just kind of think like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then they end up fucking themselves. They're like, I don't even want to leave the room because I'm fucking overwhelmed.
Yeah. That happens to me, and you know I'm a grown ass man, but like I go places, I'm like, man, I don't want to travel too far off this area because I don't want it scares me. Yeah, it scares me going off the beaten path, you know.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's different. But some people have no fear. Like some people go backpacking in a whole other country, like in the middle of nowhere,
that.
you know, like.
Who wants to walk around the world? Fuck that. I ain't trying to walk around the world. I ain't even trying to walk down my street.
So I don't know.
It was different using that toilet that you had.
It was different.
Yeah. Some people don't even have that though. They just fucking shit in the ground. It's a big hole.
We bought a toilet for the camp trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a toilet and like a little shower. They made it a lot nicer though.
That's
It's like
cool.
you didn't have to go, you know, because out there you pretty much there's nothing around.
Right.
So, but it was cool. We had a good time.
Yeah.
So
It's fun.
I gotta get a motorhome soon because I love camping.
Mhm.
I love going outdoors, stuff like that. But for me, I can handle it, like just tent camping. But it is nice to have a place to get out the weather.
A little bad.
A nice bed and a stove and everything all in one. So
Yeah,
I want to get one.
I think we're gonna get a motorhome.
Yeah.
Because we want to get a truck, but then we're looking at like the 2500s. Remember I was talking about
Right,
like,
yeah.
they're expensive. I know they're expensive,
Right.
but then I just don't feel like having to wait so much longer to put so much of a bigger down payment.
It's not worth it because
I mean, it's
well,
not
for
that it's
what
not,
you want to do though.
it's not that it's not worth it. It's just I keep thinking about all the variables in it. As far as like if we have a truck, a big ass truck that we take our trailer out. It's going to be at least a decent size, 30 foot around there.
Right.
So if I want to go around town, Mammoth, we always go to Mammoth. If I want to go around town, I got to park in the very back because I got this big ass 2500 truck. When we can get a decent sized motorhome and we can just tow like the Camry,
Yeah.
we can drive that
Yeah.
around.
Well, that's what
That's
I was
what I
saying.
keep
Like,
thinking about.
motorhome, to me, would be better only because you won't have to buy a trailer and you have to buy a truck.
Right.
And the truck is going to be.
Well, see, we're gonna buy a truck no matter.
But
Regardless,
you could get away with the smaller truck.
We're gonna get a
for
15
way
for sure.
less money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
at least like 30,000 less.
Oh yeah, even if not more, depending on how new or truck you want to do. You
Right.
know, because if you're not towing anything, you don't really have to have a real big truck.
Right.
So you can spend a lot. You can save a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
Because you can get a used motorhome for a pretty decent price. You know.
Yeah, that's what we want to get like something like not old, but like we're okay with like 10 years.
Right. Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Because most people don't even drive their motorhomes very
Exactly.
much. You know, so they don't have very many miles on them.
Yeah, you got to think motorhomes and trailers are used for vacations.
Right.
which
Exactly.
Average American don't get to go on too many
Right.
vacations.
And that's the thing. Like you could take it anywhere. You know, like
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about towing something. You can just drive. You just go. So.
My aunt and uncle, they had a motorhome for like 40 years, I think. Long ass time, and they didn't have problems with it. They loved it.
That's why I like motorhomes too, because like say one day you might want to get a boat. Okay, now you want to go to lake and camp. How you gonna bring your trailer and your boat? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have a motorhome, you just tow
Exactly.
your boat. You know what I mean?
See, that's
Like,
what I was telling Mallory too.
you buy a quad, like like when you were riding yesterday, like you tow your quads back behind your motorhome. Like it's
Yep.
just to me, it makes everything so easy. The only thing that sucks is like you said, if you're going somewhere and you want to bring a car, then you can't. That's the only advantage to me with having the trailer, because then you could dislocate the trailer and bring the truck, but you could still tow your Camry.
But see, it's not bad because remember when we went to the lake with your parents, and your dad had to go out and fix a boat. he just took the motorhome out.
Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
The motorhome I kind of want to get.
Yeah,
Or not
the
even-
boat that Steven broke. No, I broke it. He still doesn't know that though.
The trailer I want to get is the.
Well, he knows it, but
He don't know.
I don't even know
for sure.
how. I don't know how we did it, honestly, but whatever.
Wait, what happened?
This
We were driving.
I wasn't driving shit.
I was driving, and then I can't give too many details because he might listen one of these days. But we got back and just like the whole boat was shaking.
It was
We were
shaky.
like, what the fuck's going on? So
The propeller bent a little bit. So
it
if
got
it bends
hit
a
a
little
rock.
bit.
I don't know how it hit a rock.
I think. Remember, we were talking about it. Remember, we were getting to this area,
It got
and
real
Ryan was
shallow.
like, it got real shallow.
it got
Ryan-
green. I was like, wait a minute, why is it so green right there?
And-
But it was in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, and Ryan like kind of like jerked over, and he was like, "Shit." He's like, "You see that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And,
But
he-
it didn't
and
feel
we didn't
it.
hear.
Yeah.
We didn't hear nothing. We didn't feel nothing. But then
As soon as we
after
slowed down,
we started feeling it like shaking a little bit, like there's something wrong. So I guess if the fucking propeller bends a little bit, anything cracking it, it's
all
fucks it, the
balanced,
whole
you know?
thing. Yeah.
Well, there were some chips missing out of it, so it hit something.
His
but
dad
I
was
don't-
fucking pissed.
But you know
Ryan,
what?
what the fuck did you do?
You know what made me feel better? Like 2 weeks later, he took it out. He did the same thing. So I was like, all right, motherfucker. It ain't like it's not.
But he
not
didn't
a
get mad,
common
huh?
name.
He didn't
No.
get all pissed off.
No, because he did it.
Yeah.
But it's different when someone else does it. You know, so
Hell yeah.
it's
I'm never letting my kids take any of my shit out.
Remember, the same thing happened too. Daryl, he did the same thing. His prop the same weekend.
What problem? He has a boat?
Remember, we went out there and
Oh, Daryl. Oh, I didn't
the same weekend he did the same thing to his boat. Remember?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. No, but whatever. It happens, you know.
That was the one time you guys went to the river, right?
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
the river, yeah. And I usually never drive his boat by myself. I just, we'll go out.
Remember us getting there? We went in the middle of the night. It was after I got off of work or you got off of work.
One of us got out of work.
Yeah, one of us got off of work, like worked 30 midnight or late shift. So we were like, cool. I was like, I'll drive. I think you worked because I was like, since you're gonna work, I was like, I'll drive. And I just got my charger too, so I was like, let's take the charger out there. And then anyway, so we get there at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we're like, well, we'll just sleep right here in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't go in yet.
Yeah,
huh?
we couldn't go in,
Yeah,
so we just slept in the parking lot.
yeah, that was fun. We had a fun trip.
I always get fucked out of a mattress whenever I go tent camping. I always somehow get like, I don't know, because that first time I obviously didn't pack. I didn't have time to
forgot
pack.
This dude.
I didn't have time to pack, so I just kind of threw whatever I had
That one time we went to
Mojave Narrows.
Yeah.
And the second time though, I bought a mattress, and I buy batteries to fucking inflate the thing.
And I didn't bring mine, so I didn't have my inflator.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Fuck, I bought this for no reason."
That's
I
what,
got
that's what
lucky.
we should have asked that lady for. Remember, she asked us, "Oh, do you want anything from Walmart?"
Oh yeah,
Should've just-
but we
but we'd
didn't
have cash,
Yeah, so
I got lucky because you brought yours. Remember, I
Yeah.
didn't bring. Well, why didn't I have? Oh, because every time we go camping with ours,
you let plug in.
Gary has extension cords for their trailer and stuff. So I always just hook my shit up like that, and then I'd blow up my air mattress because it has like its own built-in pump system.
Mhm.
So I got lucky because I used some of his pump, but then I put some attachments on it, and I just like shoved it into mine, and then I was able to blow it up.
Yeah.
I got lucky though.
Yeah,
That was a bad day too.
It was a long day, and I usually bring like this time I brought it. We didn't even use it though. I have an inverter, plus it's a cigarette lighter, and you could plug a regular plug into it. But I forgot to bring it that time.
We had to keep leaving, try to go get fishing license.
Yeah, that was a long day.
Fucking Uriah's throwing shit,
That was
going
a
to
long
the
day.
lake.
But you learn. So now next time we'll be more prepared.
Yeah.
So,
I think anytime you go camping, you're always going to forget something.
yeah.
Always. Doesn't matter how prepared you are. I mean, I had all the cooking shit,
Yeah.
everything when we went. And, I mean, I still forgot something. It's a lot of shit to remember.
It's a lot of shit to remember. Because I'm always used to going with my parents. So I'm
Yeah.
like, this is for last couple times we've been. Is some of the first times that I've gone by myself.
Yeah.
You know, so like, you don't really think about everything that you need
Yep.
until you need to bring
So
it.
you need it.
And we've been buying a lot of stuff too. Like our arsenal, our equipment's getting a lot bigger. So we're doing pretty good. So this last time though, I could not find a little hibachi grill, like those little propane ones, everywhere. 2 days we were looking. We went to Walmart, Lowe's, could not find one. So I ended up buying this it's like a little tripod, and it goes over the fire with like a little grill, and it worked
I
out
like
pretty.
that, yeah.
I liked it.
it.
It worked out pretty good. So I don't know. I kind of like that. That was a good deal. So
I wonder if maybe you could even build your own. Like, just, I mean, obviously it'll be over the fire. Just put like a little steel grate
yeah,
over it, and then just make your little fire for the beach and shit. Yeah,
you could do it that way.
Yeah, you can do that.
it was nice though. I liked it.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
mean, the food came out really good.
It did.
Fire grilled and shit.
Yeah, got a little wood. The wood makes
Yeah.
a different flavor than
Those hot
charcoal.
dogs were,
Those are bomb.
I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember at Mojave Narrows they had the little grates over them.
yeah.
That's what that was for.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't use that shit.
No, you gotta put foil or something.
You gotta-
Disinfect it. You gotta
Disinfect
pee
it.
on
Oh,
it.
come on, man! You let it burn the fire for a little while. You're
I
good
still
to
don't
go.
trust it.
Hypodermic needles on it.
I did not like the Mojave Narrows.
You didn't?
Nah.
That place fucking sucked.
I liked it. It was fun.
I don't know if it's because I'm used to when we go to Mammoth. It's amazing out there, but I knew I can't compare the two. But
I
just
mean, I had fun. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
I
I
had
had
fun.
Yeah.
because we're all there and stuff, but I just didn't like the area. I
Yeah.
thought it sucked.
Yeah.
Crushing my
We
dreams,
were in a
man.
we were in a crappy
I'm sorry.
spot too. We were in a crappy spot.
Man, everybody hated it. I thought we were having the best time ever.
But you know what? I
Wait till
want to
you-
do like you're saying.
We
like,
got to go to Mammoth.
I want to go
I'm
somewhere
telling
where just
you.
woods. Yeah.
Dude, it is amazing. Every time we go to Mammoth, like we get to see so many animals. This last time we went to Mammoth, it was a couple years ago, 2 years ago now. Me and Gary are setting up some of my stuff, and I turn around and glance at like the little road, and I thought it was like a dog or something. I'm like, who the hell let their dog out? And it was a fucking coyote. And so I see it, and I'm like, I look back, I'm like, oh shit. I was like, Gary. He's like, what? I was, there's a coyote right there. He's like, it's fine. He ain't doing nothing. I was like, fuck.
So bring
And
all his
this
homies.
dude just walk through like
That's
nothing.
why.
Dude, deers come up like nothing. Bears came up to the campsite before. I wasn't there when that happened.
Hell no.
Gary, he goes out there like he's a damn caveman or something. Like he went out there with pots and pans trying to scare it, and he said that it actually started like coming towards him. And I was like, you were fucking crazy, man.
You guys probably don't know, but everywhere that I go camping with you guys too, my pistol's right with me. I always have my pistol.
Good.
'Cause You
Good.
never know. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, Gary does some crazy shit when he's camping though. But yeah, dude, I love going to Mammoth. It's beautiful out there. There's so much stuff that you can drive to. Devil's Post Point. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I've been out that way.
I haven't been to
I
Mammoth,
haven't
so
camped there though.
It's amazing. It's amazing. There's so many. We went out to this one place. You can tell that it used to be a big lake, and because like the ground that we're walking on was a little soft, and then there's like just like it looked like troughs of rivers, and then you can just see it, and then the streams are going pretty fast, and you can see the fish going through. People were like fly fishing right there.
Huh.
It's just awesome. There's so many different types of lakes, ponds, streams, rivers. Where we go camping at, where we stay at, it's called Sherwin Creeks. And dude, there's lakes. You go like walk like 10 minutes from your campsite, and you'll find like a little lake right here, and you go fishing, or like a little pond. I'm sorry. And they're big enough to actually fish in them.
yeah.
It's cool because like
That's
you can
nice.
get into like some certain areas where it's like you can't really cast out too good because you're like surrounded by like these trees and different stuff crossing right here. So you just got to figure out a way. We had a tree that was a big tree that was broken next to it, so we kind of laid it over and just stood on it and just dropped our lines in there, started catching fish.
Probably good fishing. There's not
Yeah.
very
Oh,
much
yeah.
fishing in there. You know,
It's
I
awesome.
mean, people fishing in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think you didn't like Mojave Narrows because you didn't catch any fish?
No, because I
that
actually
did suck.
the last time we went to Mammoth, I only caught one fish.
Oh, really?
One fish, and that sucked. And we were out there for a week, so that was pretty bad. Sometimes you just don't catch
Yeah,
them. Sometimes
yeah.
you do. So I mean, I don't mind because most of the time you saw what we were doing. We just put the pole there and
Yeah.
just wait till we see a jiggle.
Those ducks were getting all the fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. But
Dude, at Spur Lakes, I was getting bites after bites,
that is crazy.
but I could
man.
not pull anything in.
That happened to me and Mario. We
Kept
went
taking
to,
my worm off too.
We went to Mojave Narrows. We caught 2 catfish there, but it was on the other side. You know where we stayed at?
Yeah.
When you pull in through the gates, the front entrance is you turn right.
Right.
So it was on that.
There's another lake over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That maybe we should have walked over there. Nah, I didn't feel like walking anywhere. But yeah, we kept on getting bites too, and the catfish are pretty damn smart over there. They kept grabbing all the
Yeah.
bait off, and then finally
Pissing me off.
we caught 2.
That's what you got to get Uriah. You got to get Uriah on a bike. Does he have a bike yet?
He has a tricycle and he has that big ass Tonka.
Does he ride a
dumpster.
tricycle?
Didn't he
Gotta
run
get
into you
him
with
on a
that Tonka thing?
What happened?
Didn't he run into you with a Tonka truck the first day he got it? Like he ran into your knee or something?
Oh yeah, you were there in the garage.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's his birthday.
This fool fucking just stepped on the gas and fucking blew my shit out.
When I was his age, I had a quad.
I know. I remember you were telling
I
me
used,
about
to,
that.
I used to drive a quad.
He's good now. He controls the whole Tonka truck by himself now.
Yeah.
He does because it has 2 gears.
It's a big ass truck.
Yeah, it has like normal speed and a fast, and then it goes in reverse too. So he controls it pretty good.
Those Power Wheels were dope.
I used
I
to
had
always
one.
want one.
You never had a Power Wheel?
I never had one.
I had a Power
Well, I
Wheel.
had, quad,
Yeah.
but I don't know why. I
You
had
had
a
a real
quad,
one,
but I
yeah.
wanted a freaking
Yeah.
Power Wheel.
They're fun.
My neighbor had one. I was like, man, this guy is cool. He has a freaking Power Wheel. I want a Power Wheel.
All I got is this fucking quad.
Yeah, I remember that.
They didn't work after a while. They just started going slow.
The batteries.
Yeah, you had to get. We
Yeah.
never got a new battery.
Yeah,
though.
no one ever bought a new battery.
Dude, Gary has like stockpile of them.
Really?
Yeah. Every time the battery, because there's one at their house that Uriah plays on. So every time the one is like starting to die and stuff, he just goes in the house, grabs another one, puts a new one in, charges that next one.
Gary's like ready.
He's
He's ready
ready for anything, yeah.
He
Ready for
loves
the
a little kid,
apocalypse.
though.
Yeah.
All the little kids love Gary.
Yep.
Even the Avery, I always seem like all cuddled up on Grandpa.
Yeah. He spoils the shit out of them. They get
Yeah.
away with murder.
Really?
Gary,
No, he's stern with them and stuff, but he loves kids.
Uh-huh.
So
Gary makes him do like some funny stuff though. Like
yeah.
I remember he was making like Uriah like smile all weird.
Yeah.
And then what killed me was that Uriah was doing the wasn't he do the Mr. Rogers thing in that weird voice?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, kid?
Yeah, he came home one day doing that shit. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, why are you doing that? And then Mallory told me she saw my dad show him to do it like that. I'm like, this motherfucker.
And then I remember that one time it was windy in the house, and he was like, it's blowing something fierce outside.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
He has like this hillbilly slang to him. Gary teaches him all these hillbilly songs.
That kid is crazy, man.
Kid has a good memory too.
He does.
Today we were at Mallory's sister's house, and he just came up to us out of nowhere. He was like, "I want the eggs." He's like, "Can I have the eggs, the toys?" And we're like, we just ate, fool. You're not hungry." And he's like, "No, the toys, the eggs." And he calls Easter eggs the plastic toy things. He calls them eggs. And then we're like, "What?" He's all in the room. He was over there around Easter almost a year ago now. No, a few months ago, like 6 months ago, whatever it is. And he remembered that she had a bunch of Easter eggs in the room because for all the kids and stuff.
What?
And I'm like, damn. I was like, how did you remember that? And she's sure enough, she's like, I don't think I have any. And then he went back there and found them.
He's like, I know what the motherfuckers are at. Shit, don't tell me, don't lie to me.
He's crazy. He's crazy. How do you think Thaddeus is gonna be?
I think he might be just like him. I think he's gonna be pretty close to him. Because I think about me and my brother, we were like the same. Like Gabriel was crazy. Well, obviously there was like the oldest one, Fernie, and then Gabriel, but me and him were like close to age. So I see how we were when we were kids.
Mhm.
So I don't know, for some reason, them not being too far apart and age wise, I think they're gonna be the same. I just hope Uriah don't be teaching him some bad shit.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Always gonna happen.
How was it with you and your sister? Like, were you guys like always close? Like did like bad shit together? Or?
We never did bad shit together because she was a pretty good kid, but we were always pretty close. Like we played with each other, and
I forget. Are you older or is she older?
I'm older.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'm a year, like 2 months, something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, we always played together, and we fight every once in a while. But we always were pretty close. You know, we always had each other's back, and like, but we never got into trouble together. Like we never did bad shit together. My cousin, he's the one that always got me in trouble because he was a bad motherfucker. And he
Devin?
always Devon.
Oh, Devon.
Yeah, he's the one that always got me in trouble. Always doing something bad. So me and him would go out and do bad stuff, but me and her, I would play Barbies with her or whatever, you know, like I would just do whatever. We'd play in the room or just, you know, just have fun, but we never did anything bad. So it's probably different because it's a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Two brothers are a little bit different, you know.
Two brothers can be destructive.
Exactly.
Better-
Exactly.
You better, if you have nice things, might want to like pack them away just until they're like 15, 16. Even then,
I think it's gonna be
Might wanna
a
mount your
lot
TV.
easier. No, I mean, because he listens. He does listen. He's not a bad kid. He's crazy. He just likes to. Even the second when he tells us he's tired and we put him to bed, he's jumping around like crazy and he knocks out.
I don't know, but
So,
brothers scheme. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I remember my mom had like this clock that me and my brother knocked down just because we were running around too fast. We punched a hole in the wall on accident just because we were running down the hall. And, like, I fell and like my hand went through the wall. Like,
See, I'm prepared for stuff like that. He's gonna break some shit. They're both of them. They're gonna do something, but that shit happens.
You need to get yourself like a on-air sign for your door.
yeah, I
yeah.
have some that I'm watching like on eBay. I'm gonna get one though.
That'd be
get
cool.
one.
That'd be cool. Get like one of the old school like light up ones. That'd be pretty bad.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at the neon ones.
Yeah,
There's some neon
yeah.
ones that are pretty cool.
Yeah. That'd be pretty bad.
And the cameras gonna be a good idea.
Cameras gonna
I'd
be good.
love to have cameras. That'd be so awesome.
With cameras, I need a computer, or I need to figure out a way that I could just have it record, probably like GoPros or something. And then, but the hard part with that is that I got to go back and edit it, so it takes time. So it's just a matter of figuring out a situation where
You gotta
Well, how
hire
come you
yourself.
don't- why don't you use your computer anymore? You just have your
this is
old
just
app.
easier because I want other people to be able to do podcasts. So I mean, on a computer, it's like you have it set up a certain way. This, there's a switch on here. You turn that on, and once I get all these upgraded,
So you think about like renting it out to other people? Like,
well, everybody that's in here, I want them to do a podcast, and there's another person that does a video game podcast
okay.
that he's going to be bringing people in. Hopefully, I think he's going to do it. But yeah, I mean, just it'll help out. Like, I'm not trying to make a profit or anything. It's just a matter of making this like grow, basically.
Yeah.
So I think, but as a matter, like right now, anybody could come in here. They could just turn that on. Like if they have an SD card, they just turn that on, and that's it. They go. Like it's
Now,
that
this-
easy.
I know you went to school, you graduated to be a teacher, but this wouldn't be like a dream of yours. Like just to have like a little radio show or something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to make this happen. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I start out with like the intention of making a profit, it's going to be harder. But I think the way I have it in mind, like it's just going to be easier as far as like, okay, let's pay this place off,
Right.
Even every other month, and then see where it goes from there. Because
Not
I
even-
did not think I would have something like this 5 years ago.
Not even making a profit, just being able to get around to more people. Like,
Right.
like right now you have a small fan base,
Right.
but if you could have a large fan base, like money will come in
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah.
sponsors or whatever. Just if you can get your fan base bigger, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like that's what you need right there. Figure out a way to just expand.
Right. I think the setup we have now, like as far as me being here, Arlie being here, it's going to be easier to piggyback off each other. Because prior to this, like it would just be a matter of him coming over doing a podcast, and now it's a little bit more like we can work together towards getting a bigger audience for me, getting the word out about his clothing and his marketing out. I think it's just going to be a matter of building from this point on.
Right.
Because now we're all together, and it's just
Are you ever gonna mix your guys' stuff together as far as like his clothes sales with Danger Tape stuff on it?
I actually thought about doing like a collab with him, like as far as doing a Danger Tapes T-shirt.
Because remember how you gave us a couple of your T-shirts?
Right.
I wore mine one time out to a pumpkin patch in like down the hill somewhere, like Riverside or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then like some older guy was like, "Hey, what is that on your shirt?" And
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Oh, it's this Danger Tapes." And he's like, "What is that?" And I was telling him about it, and I was like, "My buddy does it." And he's like, "Oh, he must be a cool guy." And I was like, "Nah." No, but he was like, "Yeah, he must be a cool guy." He's like, "That'll be cool to listen to." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll just look it up. I'll
Yeah.
let you check him out and stuff." And like back to my point and stuff is just like obviously he gets his stuff out there.
Right.
I think you got your stuff out there. I'm not sure, but obviously it showed that people actually paid attention to like a T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People bought the T-shirts. Like, I still have a few left, but for the most part, people bought them. I gave away a few or whatever, but over time, like I think it's just a matter of me finding out, like me getting a lot of other guests on here because I like doing podcasts with you guys. I like doing podcasts with like John and shit, but it's always going to be with the guests because
Right.
they already have like their own network
Right.
of people that would want to
Well,
hear
that's how
them
you
talk
want to
about stuff.
expand. Yeah. His fans become your fans.
Right.
But you should also mix it up. Don't only just have like me and Sally. I'd like to come and just talk with someone else too. Just get another person to ask questions, or just
Why are
another
you trying to
person.
kick me off this already?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not even talking about me. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't always have to be me and you.
Yeah,
only
I
talking.
understand.
You could have me, Sally, and Aaron one day or something.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
See, I thought it was cool too when Mario came on because he had his bartending business, but
Right.
he doesn't do shit with that anymore.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean though.
You know what I mean? Just like
though.
mixing it up a little
Right.
bit, Because like it's always like, okay, say you always have you and Aaron, okay? People have heard that before, but now you might have Aaron, you, and Sally, and like, oh, well,
Right.
this guy has a different point of view, or he can come at him at a different angle and ask
Right.
him questions that some people might be thinking about that you're not thinking about.
Right.
Like it's just a difference, just mixing
No,
it up a
yeah,
little.
yeah, definitely. And I do want to do that. I think, like I said, with us being here, it's just easier to schedule. I
Right.
know Arlie's going to be here like all the time. I know Aaron's going to be here all the time.
Yeah.
And I really think like the first few years of me doing this was more training myself how to like be on the mic, because I could kind of go at any time now.
Mm-hmm.
I could show up tomorrow and do a podcast. I mean, I just have to have stuff to talk about. And then two, like training the people that I definitely wanted to be on all the time to be able to do it too. Because if I have Aaron on here, I know I could have him on with like a guest, like whoever, and I know he'll know how to ask questions, talk with the guests, like have a conversation with them. Like if I did try to do that 5 years ago, like it wouldn't have worked out because people didn't know how to be on the mic either. So it was just a matter of getting everybody on the same page as myself as well.
Right.
And I kind of always knew that, so I was just kind of really patient with it. And there was a few times I'm like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even be doing this anymore. But I mean, in the end, like I think it's worked out. I mean, I got to this point, and I don't think I would have been here if I wasn't supposed to be. Like I probably would have fell out of it a long time ago.
Right.
So
Lost interest. Or
yeah,
something.
I liked how that one podcast we did with Mario, how we actually had some people talking to us on your computer.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool because the cool thing about that, it keeps stuff going. Like they
Right.
ask
Right.
questions, or they like. I think it's awesome to do that because back to being able to ask questions and stuff, or they
You
can
gotta
give
get
us
close to the
topics to.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
They can give us topics to talk about and stuff.
Right. I did like that. I did really like that.
I think
That's why I think you get back with the computer, because you had music, yeah, all kinds of stuff that way. Like it was pretty cool. That
actually I think the easiest way to do that. There's the guy that you said, your neighbor.
Mhm.
They do it through Facebook now. So
You know,
back
oh,
then
those
you couldn't.
live-
Yeah, you
yeah.
couldn't do it through
See,
Facebook back in the day.
if you did it through Facebook Live,
You can,
That's-
yeah.
that's pretty good, because think about how many people are online at one time.
They're always
and-
on Facebook. You can
'cause-
watch it on your phone.
The way you have it set up right now is someone has to take the time to actually go to a page
Right.
and click it and listen. But if something just shows up on your feed,
Yeah.
Click
Which it
on
it's
it.
does.
way
Click.
easier. So, I'm gonna click on this, see what they're talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
which it does show up on the feed.
Exactly, and so they might just start listening, and
Right.
before they're not going to take the time out and just to go to a page and start listening to a previous recording.
Yeah.
The way they do it on Facebook, that's all live.
Right.
So like it's nothing old, it's
Right.
current.
But see, I could do that on an iPad now too, though. I don't even need, because they stream it through, I think, somebody's phone.
Mhm.
And so as long as you have internet connection,
you
it's just
should look into that.
yeah.
That is awesome. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
That is really awesome.
so. I mean, as far as the camera goes, like it may be just as simple as me setting up my iPad somewhere.
Because that's all they have. They just have one camera facing them all.
Yeah.
That's all they have. You
Yeah.
know. So I couldn't come here in my G-string and my tank tops, but well, I could in my Mega Boom string.
Yeah.
But
But definitely, like I mean, we're working to like decorate this place, and I know I'm gonna string up some lights and
Yeah.
have some like mood lighting. And,
get your little Danger Tapes
yeah.
banner or something. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be so badass if you customize a neon light with the Danger Tapes.
Yeah. It's
that'd be
doable.
badass.
Everything's doable now. I mean,
It's
it was
expensive, but it's badass.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to do with this place. I mean, there's a lot of people. They do art. I want to have like.
you have
them-
restrictions on this place?
as far as what?
Like stuff that you can do with the place?
I mean, we like obviously can't drill into the walls or anything. We put a deposit in. I mean, they would just take it out of the deposit if we did anything. But I mean, I
Walls
don't.
have to be back to white when you leave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see us leaving anytime soon. So I mean, the things we're doing are just going to make it more comfortable for all of us. So it's just. I mean, they didn't tell us much. They just told us like, pretty much don't burn the place down. That was it. So
That's cool.
I mean, I kind of like that this place this doesn't have windows, because one thing I didn't like, I liked the setup I had in the garage, but it got hot.
Yeah.
It's hot all fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I stopped doing the garage. Or if it was in the winter, it was too cold.
Mm-hmm.
So this I don't know,
It's nice. It's
yeah.
a nice little,
Thank you.
nice little place.
I think. Well, John just got here, but I'll probably do a podcast with him. Are you guys just gonna stick around, or?
I'm probably gonna go. I gotta get Mallory.
Okay. Well, in this podcast, we had Ryan and Sally on today. This was, like I said, this was the birthday podcast, more or less. This is fucking John's picture. He's calling me right now. Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna come out right now. All right. Yeah, I've been in this podcast, birthday podcast for me and the podcast itself. It's 5 years, so we
Happy
are in the
birthday.
spot,
Happy birthday.
like, perfectly on the 5 years. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for listening. I'll have a podcast with John too. So, all right, everybody, peace.
Peace.